Queensland Capras and the Luxury Paints Ipswich Jets. Great to have you with us on Phoenix Radio, phoenix.com.au. Smith somehow right down the instant touchline, 12-4 the score. Well, the first attacking opportunity the Capras had.
Hello and welcome to After the 80. I'm Ben Wilmot, and joining me as always on the panel is Anthony Bomber Breeze. Welcome back, Bomber.
Oh, good to be back there. Some more great football on the weekend. The Jets doing the job again. The IRL game's all pretty close. So
It's all tightening up on the ladders, isn't it?
it's good to be a rugby league fan.
Excellent. Well, also joining us on the panel this week is Jim Landy, the Secretary with the Ipswich Jets.
How are you, Ben? Great to be here, mate.
Excellent to bring you all on, Jim. And we'll have to touch on the sportsman dinner from the weekend as well, where you were.
Sure, yeah, it was a great night, yeah.
Excellent.
Terrific night.
And also joining us on the panel this week is Darren Botcher, the manager for the Mal Meninga Ipswich Diggers Cup team.
Welcome. Thanks, Ben.
Excellent. You've got a good handle on the junior system going around the Jets.
Oh, there's some good talent coming through there. We're looking forward to them going further.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, ahead we'll be previewing the upcoming round 20 in the Intrust Super Cup and round 14 in the Ipswich Rugby League, plus a look at the Ipswich Jets Sportsman's Dinner where Steve Renouf was the special guest. But first, let's take a look at round 13 in the Ipswich Rugby League, and the West End Bulldogs had a narrow win over the Swifts Bluebirds at Daniels Park. And that really tightens up the ladder for the Ipswich Rugby League competition at the moment, especially with a draw for the Brothers and Goodner at the top of the table there.
Yeah, well, the Brothers Goodner game, it was probably the game of the round, and that's what it was billed as, and that's probably what it was too. It ebbed and flowed throughout there. Brothers got the ascendancy early, then Goodner came over the top, then Brothers come back, and then right on full time, Goodner got him, missed a kick, but 36-all draw was probably a good indication of the game.
With the lead changing hands so much, it was good to see neither team really put their heads down. They were all really gunning for it, weren't they?
Yeah. No, both teams obviously wanted the win there. Goodner just probably need another win there to consolidate themselves right on top of the ladder, and Brothers, obviously they need the wins to try and get themselves in the second position. So it was
also a win for the Tigers over Fassifern, a little bit of a surprise in the IRL there with the second place Fassifern losing to the bottom place Tigers there.
Yeah, big North, they probably lost a few forwards this year, which has kept them there. It was probably a game that they thought they probably wouldn't win. Fassifern have been going really well this year, but they got up there, so it keeps them battling for the fourth position. So.
And Darren, have you been keeping an eye on the junior competition for the Colts in the IRL there as well?
Yeah, I actually sponsored the Colts competition for the last 8 years, and it's going really well. Look, there is a hard getting the teams out each week because the play numbers are down a little bit, but look, the competition is really good and it's really tight, and looking forward to the home run.
Well, speaking of a tight competition, with those results, the Ipswich Rugby League ladder in the A grade takes a very tight turn at the moment, with four teams all tied with each other. Fassifern and Brothers on 27 and Swifts and Norths on 23, with West End just 1 point behind in sixth place. So, tight competition, Jim.
Well, yeah, this time of the year, it can be anybody. You only have to drop a couple of games, and you probably find some of those lower placed ones sneaking up there, putting really pressure on for that fourth spot.
Yeah, just like the Jets.
Yeah, just like us, yeah.
Excellent. Well, round 19 of the Ipswich of the Intrust Super Cup saw the Burleigh Bears have a 6-point victory over the Townsville Blackhawks, and the Seagulls with a convincing win over the Northern Pride, as well as the Redcliffe Dolphins with a narrow win over the PNG Hunters. And that any interesting results for you guys there? I think the Redcliffe Dolphins 4-point win over the PNG Hunters was a pretty thrilling finish, and it was broadcast on TV, so that was a good one to watch.
Yeah, I saw that game. Yeah, very close. Yeah, probably getting to this stage of the year, it's important for us probably not to rely on results too many in too many of these games just yet. It's about just keep winning. So
keeping pace with the teams.
That's right.
Around
And then we're in that sixth spot now. So if we keep going, it's we're a big chance of really rattling a few of those ones in front of us.
And it was a good round for the Jets as well, with so many of the teams in the top 8 taking on each other as well. Yes. Good chance to catch up.
Well, that's right. They have to play each other, so there's opportunities there for us to keep stepping up each week. Yeah, and we've got a bit of a tough run, but it's
you face 3 of the top 4 teams in the next 4 weeks. Yeah. That'll be I guess that means if you can get through that period unscathed, then you'll be pretty well primed for the finals.
Oh, well, we'll get that momentum going. I think it's very important, as we proved last year. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, confidence is definitely building around the club, that's for sure. Yes. And after their win over the Mackay Cutters on the weekend, the Ipswich Jets moved into 6th place on the QRL ladder, with the Burleigh Bears still on top. And It is a tight competition there around that 6th spot, isn't it?
Well, as you can see there, the Jets in 6th on percentages, but you've got obviously South and Wynnum, and then on the next page, obviously, a team on 19. So the Jets just have to keep winning, like Jim said earlier. You win, it's your own destination. You can't afford to be saying, oh, if we lose this, they win that, and we're going to end up here. You just keep winning.
Exactly,
It takes care of itself.
Well, after the break, we'll be taking a closer look at the Ipswich Jets win over the Mackay Cutters, and I'll have a chat with Michael Purcell, the try-scoring weapon on the wing, as well as a quick chat with the Mackay Cutters' Brendan Tresden after the match, here on After the 80. Welcome back to After the 80. Well, the Ipswich Jets had a solid win over the Mackay Cutters at North Ipswich Reserve on Saturday, and Bomber, the boys would be happy with a 32-point win.
Oh, they were. They come out of the blocks flying there in the first half. Like, it was raining the first half there, but I doubt they dropped the ball in the first half, and they probably won the game with their first half attack and obviously their good defence, as you can probably see from the highlights coming up.
Jim, the Cutters are a pretty big pack. One of the biggest packs in the competition, really.
Exactly, the way we handled them, I think our defence was great. That's what won us the game. Even the coaches, they commented to the guys how happy they were with that defence. And that's leading to some good wins for us. And plus, we've got that ability to score tries, we know. And as you can see, a lot of our tries come from inside our 20 with still that amount of speed that we have.
Yeah, when you've got an intercept machine like Purcell on the wing there.
Exactly, yeah.
He's not afraid to run 40 metres, especially in the wet, though. I think the Cutters probably would have been expecting the fight to be straight through the middle of the pack.
Oh, they wanted to take us on there, but once again, our forwards, they were up to the charge and some
Just
great
like
defence.
Jesse Roberts here, it's still getting over for a try himself as well.
Yeah, Jesse's found his feet. He's really found his niche now. It's in. He came up from Sydney and took a few games to get going, but the coaches have worked it out now, and Jesse himself has become one of the best players each week for us.
And Darren, you would have forgiven the Cutters for expecting less of the ball to be thrown around in wet conditions like that, but it wasn't the case on the weekend.
No, the Jets always play a bit of ad lib football, and they like to throw it around and test the defence. I think it's testament what they're doing week in and week out. They're starting to build that momentum, and their execution's starting to pay off, so hopefully they can continue forward and put pressure on the opposition.
It was a very nice step here from Conlon, beating the whole defence there. He was very excited about the win as well, jumping in the air for the try.
I think he'd be excited just back playing football. If he's been out for quite a while, he's certainly a talent, and he just loves getting out there.
He's made a big improvement to the Jets' back line as well, hasn't he? Just a bit of experience.
He's back to his best, Wes, and combined with our other speedsters, he's a dangerous player and terrific player for the club as well. Yeah.
As much as you never want injuries to occur across the team, it's injuries to Barber and then Carl Anderson have meant you've staggered through your fullbacks.
It's going to be tough for the coaches because they'll be back in a few weeks. Carl Anderson and Barber both will be back. And,
it's a welcome headache, though.
Oh, great headache to have, yes.
Excellent. And Bomber, what did you think of the Jets' play? Confident that they're getting a good roll on?
Oh, well, it began about 5 weeks ago, and you can just see from week to week, like 5 weeks ago, when they played Tweed, they went over in the wet there, they dropped that much ball there, and all that there. But as you can see over the last couple of weeks there, their confidence has picked up, the handling skills have picked up, and they can obviously smell the final. So,
Well, one man who's really enjoying himself on the pitch at the moment is Michael Purcell, and I had a chance to catch up with him after the game, as well as Brendan Tresden from the Mackay Cutters after the game. And Michael was very excited to be grabbing 4 tries in the game that day. All right, we're here after the game with Ipswich Jets speed weapon, Michael Purcell, and he's grabbed another 4 tries this game, mate. How does it feel to be one of the stars of the Jets this season?
And I think, come back from injury, saying again, my performance is getting better and better every week, and all the credit goes to all the boys in the middle there as well. And without them, with their defence in the middle, us fellas at the back and the edges can't score a try. So.
was a high-scoring game for you this game, but it was that try line defence that was really outstanding, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely the defence on the try line there. You know, week in, week out, the boys always pushing, and you know they got really good defence and yeah, getting better every week.
Yeah, you'll be in a fair bit of the highlights reel from the game today, but there was also a couple of hits from Moga on there. How was it going up against the big man?
Yeah, no, it was pretty scary, you know, lining up next to him and, you know, just looking how big he was against me. But, you know, just had to try my best and, you know, work hard for the boys. Yep.
And what about the fans as well? I see you're getting a pretty good send-off after every game. Is that a bit special now?
Yeah, no, definitely a good feeling, getting a good crowd and coming away with a win for something for them to cheer for as well. Yeah.
Okay, we're down here at North Ipswich Reserve after the Ipswich Jets did the business over the Mackay Cutters. Unfortunate result for you, Brendan?
Yeah, it was. You know, we set a goal coming down here. You know, we beat them first game. We played them, and we set a goal to play our own game and play the best 80 we could. And unfortunately, the tie didn't go away, so we just have to suck it up and move for next week.
Yeah, might not be working for you on the ladder at the moment in terms of the competition this year, but you've had some great wins over some top teams as well. I understand that you knocked off the Sunshine Coast Falcons before your bye as well, so definitely some confidence around the group.
Yeah, definitely. There's always confidence. You know, we know we're a good team. We just haven't clicked. You know, it's a bit late to run finals, but we'll always look forward to next year and set a platform. And hopefully, these coming rounds later on in the year, we can set a platform for next year.
Well, the Jets go away to Charleville this weekend, but here in Ipswich we've got a big game coming up on Saturday with the Legends of League, which will descend on North Ipswich Reserve with the likes of Petro Sindanasiva, Nathan Blacklock, John Hopewadi, Kevin Campion, Casey Maguire, and all playing in the Legends of League exhibition match. Bomber, this is an exciting match to watch for Ipswich Rugby League fans.
Yeah, well, we haven't had it on in Ipswich for a while, so it's good to see some of the legends come back there. It's a Queensland New South Wales team, so hopefully this one-off game New South Wales can get up for a win there. But more importantly, to hear for the fans and all that, they're household names like Petro Sindanasiva and all them. The fans love him, so make sure you get over there and watch them play. It'll be an entertaining game. There's always a bit of fun around the game. So. Yeah.
And there's a whole kind of list of games as well throughout from the Ipswich Rugby League competition as well.
I think the games begin at 12 o'clock there. There's second division games, reserve grade under-19s, masters and even junior games. So it's a big day of football there. So if you can handle about 8 or 9 hours of rugby league, I'll be heading over the North Ipswich Reserve. So.
Jim, are there any, I know you'll be in Charleville this weekend, but are there any big names that you'd like to run into?
Oh, they're fantastic those days. You know, I've seen quite a few of them through my career, and especially the early ones were pretty good, where there used to be a little bit of hard stuff going on. But like Bomber said, now sometimes they relax a little bit. But it's I'm sure there's some of them that still like to score tries and still like to get those offloads in. So it'll be a great night. So hope we get a good crowd there.
And Darren. Personalities like that, there's plenty of big personalities in both of those teams. That's got to be what makes the game pretty special as well.
Oh look, there's more banter on the field and off the field, you know, between the players. Obviously they play the NRL at that level and they know what works for them, and you know there's probably a bit of sledging out there and all in fun, of course, being retired now, but you know, there's a bit of talent on show out there this weekend, and I really think we all should get along and have a look and enjoy the game, because it'll be a great spectacle.
They might not hit as hard or run as fast, but the competitiveness never goes away, does it?
Oh no. You're a long time retired and you can still walk in the dressing room after the game or before the game. You get that burning feeling in the stomach when you want to get out there, but you know you just can't do it. And I think a lot of the guys will experience that this weekend. They'll enjoy being around with their mates and having a good time.
Excellent. Well, I think we'll be having the cameras down at the grounds on the weekend, so we'll get some good footage, I'm sure, of some interesting moments from some of the games greats, really. And as you said, Bomber, hopefully one that New South Wales can win.
Oh, I hope so.
That's not going to happen.
Is there a personality in the team that you're looking forward to trying to meet face to face?
Oh, obviously the Parramatta champions that are coming. We've got Ben Smith, PJ Marsh, and obviously Mark Tukey and Casey Maguire. So we've got two on either side. So they're probably fit enough still. So.
Well, I did get a chance to have a chat with John Hopewadi through the week, and he was a fantastic personality to talk to. So I'm looking forward to running him down on the weekend. Well, coming up next, we'll be taking a look at the Ipswich Jets Sportsman's Dinner, which was held over the weekend, and we're going to be taking a preview of this weekend's matches in the QRL and the IRL here on After the 80. Members of the Ipswich Jets gathered for the Sportsman dinner following the Jets' win over the Mackay Cutters on Saturday night. Jets coaches Ben and Shane Walker held a question and answer session talking to members about the club's recent return to form in the lead up to the finals. Origin and Brisbane Broncos legend Steve Renouf was the guest speaker, sharing his memories and experiences of a life in rugby league. Steve also took time to chat to members and guests in a Q&A session. Members also had the chance to grab themselves some unique memorabilia with raffles and auctions. And Jim, that was a big night down at North Ipswich Reserve on Saturday night. Good to be able to present a bit more of a personal side to the club.
Terrific night for our sponsors and our guests. And to have Steve Renouf there, it was terrific. Our chairman, Steve Johnson, had a really good chat with Steve up on the stage, and he gave out a good insight of his life and his lifestyle and what it was like to be a young player coming from Mergen into the big time. It was a great night. Yeah.
You think it's important for the players coming through the club at the moment to be able to hear these stories from past legends?
Oh, definitely, yeah. The things, how they were and how they are now, and the importance of what makes a good footballer or what can make a good footballer. I think players like Steve really is one of the legends, of the league.
And he was pretty open about his own experiences as well, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, very, very. Yeah, he told us some insights there that probably a lot of people didn't know, and.
Were you surprised he was so open?
I was, and very, very modest man about how he didn't really have any aspirations to play in the big time, but he just loved playing football, whether it be at home, at the park, but then the opportunity came when Wayne Bennett approached him, and there it is.
The old school way as well, sitting down.
Exactly, having a cup of tea with his mum and dad. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's those special stories that are really part of the game, aren't they?
Oh, exactly, yeah. They tell, and the people, the public that was there, none of them, a lot of them wouldn't have heard that type of story from an NRL player before. Yeah.
And Darren, part of the game you'd like to still see those the personal touches like Wayne Bennett going around and sitting a player down with his parents?
Well, like Wayne is old school like that, and I'd like to see more of that. I think we lose that that family side of things, and we lose that interaction and the personalities that make that come together. These days, as all the managers are knocking on every NRL door and saying this, that, and the other, trying to get their player to get a contract, which is fair enough. But I think that we lose that. Personal side of things, and I think the more that the coaches do that with their players or upcoming players and give them the confidence to stick it in there, even though if they get knocked back, because a lot of players do get rejected, and it's how you recover to move forward. And I think by those coaches like Wayne Bennett going to the places like that and seeing the Steve Renoufs of the game, I think that does help. Give them the confidence to stick it out. Given what Jimmy had saying, that he had no aspirations, probably without Wayne going to see him, he may have never went to that next level.
Yep. And luckily, with the Ipswich Jets, we've got quite a few of those players that have made it through that part of their playing career so far, and hopefully with the Ipswich Jets that they can continue as well. If we take a look at the Ipswich at the Intrust Super Cup, and we've got round 20 coming up this weekend, which sees the teams head out to the rural areas for the country round. It's one of the special rounds for the Intrust Super Cup, and especially for the Ipswich Jets as they head out to Charleville this weekend to take on the Burleigh Bears. It's technically a Bears home game, isn't it, Jim?
It is, yes, but there's been a combined effort between Burleigh and the Jets to bring this game to the country. Charleville have done a lot for Ipswich, actually. We've got a really good understanding with them. We have the Capewells that came from out there. There's Kurt, Liam, Sam.
The kangaroo catcher as well.
Yeah, and of course, and of course the kangaroo catcher, Michael Purcell, and Nathan Galton. And of course, our past captain Kieran Lander was from out Quilpie way.
Yep.
And Capewell's mum, Lynn, she's one of the councillors out there, and together with her group, they're going to really make us welcome out there. And some of the players as well, they're going to have some good sessions with the local juniors. Combined effort between Burleigh and the Jets. We'll put on some good skills sessions, and it'll be great for the area. We're wearing a special jersey.
Seen the jersey, I think. So you've been paying attention to the after the 80s show, have you? And taken the colour scheme off it.
No, it's a good jersey. It's for the actual Charleville side, the Comets. It's their colours. So we'll be donating those jerseys to the Charleville to raise some money and. Of course, there will be some of our merchandise for sale out there as well.
I know the players are definitely looking forward to it, and it'll be a big round for the club as well with taking on Burleigh. Regardless of where you're at, this is a game that's it's going to be quite crucial for the run home.
Exactly, yeah. Burleigh have been in terrific form, and in saying that, so have we. And it's one of those games where we'll be doing everything possible to get another step forward into that, cement that final spot. But no, they're definitely a good side. But our defence has been really, really good these past couple of games, and I believe that we hopefully will go that next stage now.
We're definitely hitting the straps at the right right time to take on Burleigh and Charleville this weekend, and back home in Ipswich as well with the Ipswich Rugby League. We've got some big games coming up as well with the Swiss Bluebirds and Norths starting off the round on Saturday night, and that'll be a big game for both of them as they're looking to try and lock down that 4th spot for the finals. Before we move on to Brothers and West End, West End coming off a good win on the weekend, and Brothers looking to avoid another draw. Unfortunately, it's their second of the season with a draw against Goodna last weekend. They'll be definitely looking for the win this weekend. Yeah,
well, obviously all games this weekend have got big significance there. It's 4th versus 5th, Swiss and North, so one of them's going to consolidate up into there. And then you have Brothers and West End. Obviously, West End need the win to move into the 4, and Brothers need the win to move to 2nd. And then obviously Goodna, which are probably alone on the top, Fassifern need the win there. So every game means something. So it's good this time of the year.
And Darren, we've seen a pretty big re-emergence from the Brothers side recently. They fell only a minute short of doing the business over both the competition's top teams. How important is it to try and keep that run going when you've returned to form like that?
Oh, well, Brothers are a master of timing their run, and Brothers are a very good outfit and should not be underestimated. Every year they're always there, and if they're not there, they're thereabouts. And I really think that, given their results just over the past month, they're timing their run really well, and it'll be a big wake-up call to the other clubs out there to make sure that they get their house in order and to be more, keep consistent, because you can throw a blanket over the competition at the moment, and that 4th spot is up for grabs, but Brothers have got an eye on a bigger prize. They want 1st, or definitely 2nd, and have a crack at it. So
they're not going to settle for anything less.
Oh no, we all know how good they are and what they're like. And people would rather probably play another team than Brothers come finals time. If history repeats itself.
Definitely. And Bomber, what do you think is going to happen with Fassifern and Goodna?
Well, Goodna are playing good football, and they always play good football at home. So Fassifern have lost Ray. Obviously, that's probably the biggest strike weapon in the league gone, so it does nullify them a bit. So obviously they'll be looking more to Harold now to take a little bit more on.
And his younger brother Bernard as well. They'll be combining together for the Fassifern Bombers this weekend. Well, I'm sure Scotty Island will be hoping for that anyway. But that's all the time we have this week, unfortunately, guys. But thanks very much for Jim Landy.
Great to be here.
And Darren Botcher for joining us on the panel today. Thanks for coming on board, guys. It was great to have you all along. And Bomber, back again as always.
Yeah, no, thanks. It'd be remiss of me to say congratulations to Darren on his Sharks, 14 wins in a row. So congratulations to the Sharks, looking good.
Another 6 or 7 ago would be nice, Paul.
Well, that's all we have time for on After the 80 today. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page for the latest rugby league news and exclusive online clips. Thanks to Jim, Darren and Bomber for joining me on After the 80.